themselves, and that's why they are doing uh, they are taking a wrong path, and they did not decided, and they did not think the path is right and wrong. Only they do, and we can say for the earning of money. Um, we all notice or consider uh, about the leader. I can say when vote is coming, and at the day of vote, leaders buy a vote, and uh, through buy the vote, and they can won the vote. And due to this process, people does not uh, because India is a democratic country, and here all have an opportunity to vote that people who is we can say who is right according to oneself. But due to this process, people does not choose that people who is wrong, because at that place vote is buy, and this is a very wrong thing. And so many places corruption are there. In the we can say doctors are also corrupted. When patients go in the hospital, and at that time they does not check properly, they can say for the money. When patient does not pay money, at that time doctors does not check to the patient, and this thing is very wrong, because when patient is in the very serious condition, at the time doctors have responsibility to check that, because some of doctors are social, and they are checkup. They does not we can say share about the money, but some of doctors are very corrupted. They stayed for the money, and when patient does not paid money in the hospital and to the doctor, doctors do not check up, and that's why patients have suffering lots of problems, and they are also we can say dead, and it is very big issue. And so many places when we talk about the teacher and schools, at that place corruption are also at that place. In the government school, government send the money for the students. At that place, teachers does not uh, give money to the students. They what uh, we can say for the school dresses and for the books, uh, and as like a scholarship government send, but teachers does not give to the students. Uh, they put in our own pockets and uses for uh, we can say on self, and this is also very wrong, because in the government school so many students are not able to we can say buy we can say copy or a pen, we can say. That's why government sent the money, but teachers do not understand this thing. They only think about yourself, and they did not give the money to the students, and that thing is very wrong. And so many places are corruption. We all show, I can say, around yourself. And nowadays, crimes are increases a lot, and When people climb to another people at that time, they did not think about that person and about that family of that person. And this is very wrong. Crime is increases day by day, and um, our our government does not take proper decisions for that, and due to that, it is increases day by day only for money, because all people want live a good life, we can say, and they does not want to do work, and they want to live a good life, but they don't want to uh, we can say they don't want to do hard work, and that's why they are doing so many crimes and etc. And this is very wrong. And when people are doing crime, they are telling so many wrong things. They are doing so many wrong things for that. And I have a little bit idea about corruption and why they are increasing day by day. Okay, sir. Over to Pankaj, sir.
Hello. Yes, sir. Corruption is very bad thing. We have discussed earlier about this topic. Uh, cause of main root of corruption is greed. Everybody is now greedy. Everybody wants to have a lot of money. That is why all people is being corrupted. If you are going to for some work at any governmented office, no official is there that without taking bribe he will do work. He cannot do work without taking extra money. You have to pay. If you are going to police station, submit your FIR. Police station, if you are going, SO will not accept your uh, application without bribe. Anywhere, if you are going, there is corruption. And I think all people, 80%, 90% people are corrupted in India. All people is, if we are not getting chance to take extra money, we are till till that we are honest. If we are selected in government offices, we also be corrupted. This trend is going on, and it can be removed by the awareness, by the strict rule of the government. But I think government is also taking commission. If he is giving, government is giving money, allotting money, crore and uh, crore, and percentage will reverse to that head office. How can corruption be removed? I think a very hard thing that in India corruption cannot be removed 100%, but can be decreased day by day. Like now, DBT system is good. Government is some in some offices for like pension, everything is sending money direct to the beneficiary account. There is no commission. But if your road constructed, anything buildings are constructed, then there is commission. That commission cannot be removed. That is why 100% corruption cannot be removed, but can be decreased day by day, sir. Thank you. Hello. Next, Pankaj ji.
Morning, sir. करप्शन तो कितना बार हो चुका है सर। ऑलरेडी स्पीक। मैं 2 मिनट बाद बोलूं सर, थोड़ा सा कॉल आ रहा है फिर उधर। 2 2 मिनट में 2 मिनट में जो
Surrender sir left. Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, your sound is very coming in very less amount. Sir, you are not audible. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So yesterday, you say today now a ma'am joined session, but today not joined session, ma'am. So, ma'am. Okay. So just from tomorrow, I can join 5:30. Went to the inn, the tale was brought, rose in the sage's mind the thought, now who throughout this earth will go, and tell it forth that all may know, as thus he must with an exist best, behold in hermit's raiment dressed, push and love came to grace, embrace his feet. The prince he saw, that princely pair, sweet voiced, who dwelt beside him there, for the stars could be more sweet, for filled were they in holy rite, and so the great Ramayan brought, with lore divine, to this he taught, the lay whose verses, sweet and clear, that with delight the listening ear, that tell of Sita's novel life and Ravan's fall in battle spirit, great joy to all who hear they bring, sweet to recite and sweet to sing, for music's sevenfold notes are there and triple measure, wrought with care, with melody and tone and time, and flourish that enhance the time, rhyme. Heroic might has ample place, and loath, loathing of the false and base, with anger, mirth, and terror blent, with tenderness, surprise, content, when half the hermits grace to gain, and half because they love to strain, with within their hearts had stored the poem that his lip outpoured. Valmiki kissed them on the head, as at his feet they bowed, and said, recite ye this heroic song, in tranquil shade where sages throng, recite it where the good resort, in lowly home and royal court. The hermit seized the tuneful pair, like heavenly minstrel, sweet and fair, in music's art divinely skilled. Their saintly master's word fulfilled, like Rama's self from whom they came. They showed their sire in the face and frame, as though from some fair sculp- sculptured stone, two self-same images had grown. Sometimes the pair rose up to sing, surrounded by a holy ring, where seated on the grass had met, full many a musing anchoret, then tears bedimmed those gentle eyes, as transport took them and surprise, and as they listened, everyone cried in Sir, scroll up. Dulce's versed in holy lore, praised the sweet soul more and more, and wondered at the singer's skill, and the bard's verses sweeter still, which laid so clear before the eye the glorious deeds of day gone by, thus by the virtuous hermit praised, Inspirited their voice they raised, pleased with the song this holy man would give the youth a water can. One gave a fair ascetic dress or sweet fruit from wilderness. One sent a back the hide would bring, and one is sacrificial string. One a clay pitcher from his hoard, and one a twisted munja cord. One in his joy an axe would find, one braid their plaited locks to bend, one gave a sacrificial cup, one rope to tie their fagots up, while fuel at their spit was laid, or harness full of fig tree made. All gave, or if they gave not, none forgot at least a benson. Some saints delighted with their lays, would promise health and length of the day. Others with caressed words would add some boon to make their spirit glad. In such degree of honor then, the song was legend by holy man, that living song which life can be. By which shall many a minstrel live, instead of kings in crowded hall, they sang the poem praise to all, and Rama chanced to hear their lays, while he the votivo, votive steed would slay, and sent fit messengers to bring the, the minstrel fair before the king. They came and found the monarch high, enthroned in gold, his brothers nigh, while many a minister below, and noble, set in legantine row. The youthful pair awhile he viewed, graceful in modest attitude, and then in word like this addressed his brother Lakshman and the rest. Come listen to the wondrous strain recited by this godlike twin, sweet singers of a story fraught with melody and lofty thought. The pair with voices sweet and strong roll the full tide of noble song with tone and accent deftly blent to suit the chancing that loud and clear rang forth that lay sweet to hear that universal rapture stall through each man's frame and heart and soul. This minstrel blessed with every sign that mark a high and princely line in noble slave who dwells in the insult Valmiki lay. Canto V Ayodhya, a, a monument to life for a. My dates in strong cell fell. This Rama spoke, their breasts were fired, and the great tell as it inspired. The youth began, while every heart with transport swelled, and mute and rapt attention held the concourse and the king. It shows a song from days of old, wherever brave and mighty soul, the land their arms had made their own, bonded by sea alone, their holy works have won them praise throughout countless years, from minute, from waves. Their ancient sire was Sagar, he whose high command dug out the sea, with 60,000 suns strong, around him as alone. From them his glorious fell to see the great Ramayan tell their deeds. This noble song, this line contains lessons of duty and gain. We too will now at length write, while good men listen with delight. On Sargu's bank of ample size, the happy of realm of ocean lie, with fertile length of fair campaign, and flocks and herd and wealth of grain, they're famous in her old realm. Ayodhya stand the royal town, in bygone is built and planned by scented Manu's princely hand. Imperial seat, her wall extend 12 measured league from end to end, and 3 in width from side to side, with square and place beautified. Her gates at even distance stand, her ample road are wisely planned. Right glorious is her royal street, where stream allay the dust and heat. On level ground in even row, her houses rise in goodly show. Terrace and palace, arch and gate, the queenly city, decorated high, are her ramparts, strong and vast, by ways at even distance past, with, cir- with circling moat, both deep and wide, and store of weapon fortified. King Dasrath loftily sold that city guarded and controlled, with towering salt-trees belted round, and many a grove and pleasure ground, as royal Indra, throned on high, rules his fair city in the sky. She shrimps a painted city, fair, with with cheese board line and even square, and cool baths shade the lonely lake, where weary men their thirsty man slept. Their gilded chariots gleam and shine, and stately piles and God enshrine. Their gay slick people ever throng to festival and dance and song. A mind is sea of game and scene, the darling home of fortune's queen, with noblest sort of drink and meat, the fairest rice and golden wet, and fragrant with the clapent scent, with holly boil and incense blend with many an elephant and steed, and winds for drought and cars for speed, with envoys sent for distant king, and merchants with the precious thing, with banner over her roof that flee, and weapons that hundreds slay, all warlike engines framed by man, and every class of artisan, artisan, and every class of artisan, a city is beyond compare, with bards and minstrels gathered there, and men and damsels who influence the soul with play and song and dance. In every street is heard the lute, the drum, the tabret, and the flute. The Veda chants changed soft and low, the ringing of warlike heroes is in every warlike weapon field, and kept by warriors from the foe, as now guard their home below. Their west Brahman evermore, the flame of worship speeds, and was in all the Ved laws. Their lives in virtue lead, truthful and pure. Their freely give, they keep each sense control, and in their holy favor, favors live like the great saint of old. Found in the art, great dusted wood and face, well read in scripture, holy face. Upon his kingdom well intent, mighty and brave and provident. The pride of old Ishwaku seed, for lofty thought and righteous righteous seed, seed of sense, for virtue's paint, for force subdued and passion, taint, rival in his wealth untold, of Indra and the Lord of Gold, like Manu first of King Hazel, he resigned and worthily his state maintained, for farm and just and ever true, love duty, gain he kept in view, and ruled his city rich and free, like in Amravati and worthy of so fair a place, with troop of children blessed, each man contented, short no more, no longed with in way for the store, by richer friend pauses, for poverty was there unknown, and each man counted as his own, kind steed and golden grain, all dresses in raiment bright and clean, and every townsman might be seen with earring, breath or chain, men designed to feed on brook fare, and then was bought a stringy there, a piece of gold, the small pay was earned by beggars for a day. On every arm were braceleted worn, and men was breathless or forsworn, a brag, a braggart or unkind. Men lived upon another's wealth, men faint with greed or broken health, or dark disease of mind. High souls were all the slanderous word, the boastful lie will never hurt. Each man was constant to his woe and lived devoted to his cause. No other love his fancy knew, and she was tender, kind, and true. Her dames were fair, of form and face, with charm, with calm of wit and gentle grace, with modest raiment simply neat, and winning manners soft and sweet. The twice born face whose delight was a scripture's face and holy rite. Their calm and settled course pursued, nor sought and menial multitude. In many a scripture it was, and it the flame of worship nurse, and gave with lamanish hand each paid to heaven an offering due, and none was wordless or untrue in all that holy band to Brahmans as the law ordained. The warrior caste wherever fame, the reverence due to pay, and this the Vaisya's peaceful crowd who trade and toil for gain were proud to honor and obey, and all were wise to brass proud, who never from their duties swerved. Their proper worship of God and guest, pure and unmixed. Their right remained, their race honor never was, and seed wise grandsons, sons, and wives. Each passed a long and happy life. Thus was Brahmacity held by one who all the rest excelled, less in gentle reason, as the whole land aforetime swayed by Manu, prince of men, obeyed her king from mean to main, and hero kept her strong and brave, as I am guard his mountain cave. Fires as devouring flame they burned, and fought till death, but never turned. Horses had sea of noblest breed, against for their sawmill speed, from the hilly hills and Sindhu's sand. Yes, sir. Am I audible? Vanayu and Cambodia land, a novel elephant had strayed through Vindhyan and Himalayan sites, gigantic in their bulk and height, yet gentle in their matchless might. They repelled well their world great fame of the great stock from this taking of women vast size of Madhya Parma. glorious line. Thine Arjun and Airworth, thine upholders of the skies, with those enrolled in fourfold class, who all their mighty kin surpass, whom men mat- matangas name, and mrigas spotted black and white, and bandras of unvaried might, and madras hard to tame, thus worthy of name and seaboard. Ayodhya for like you or more cast a bright glory round where the Shrita buys and great. Governed his fair ancestral state with every virtue surrounded like in the skies division. In their good town we whose wall contained high domes and tur- turret scouts, gates and arcs of triumph bricked and sturdy barrier to protect against to countless crowds. Sir, Canto 7 for Minister we will continue from tomorrow. Sir, I say we will continue from tomorrow. Canto 7, the Minister. Yes. Sir, tomorrow join in 5:30. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.